Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, so I added these repeaters. I found some tutorial online that talked about like stabilizing an observer pulse, but it only talked about using one extra repeater. I took up to 3 extra repeaters on 4 tick, but I found they had to only tick one time. The double pulse is gone. However, we still don't know. We tried to move this piece of redstone from this block right here, which is the one that seemed to be a problem. We just routed it around here, and we think it's going to work.
Make sure all the colors are in. Certain. They are. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep. Hit it.
There's one pulse, and then see it locks that repeater just in time. Okay. Hey, it didn't. It's off. Did it trigger stuff though?
Looks like it did. So you should get 4 items over there.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 items.
What were they?
I don't know. 2 stones, a gravel, something.
Wow, the official Jeff lottery goes like this.
I wasn't paying that much attention. It's not that important right now.
What's the one in numbers? I don't know, like a 2, I think.
You know what? I wonder if this might just make it more difficult on us. We have this end row of hopper. We seem to have lost the wool or the dye again. Or did you get it out?
I grabbed it out.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to reset everything.
I wonder if there's a way. I'm sure there's a way. It just might be hard. Can we make it go to the end, have a dropper that ticks it like upwards, and we literally just like have it pipe itself back into its dispenser?
Oh, the colors?
The colors, so it automatically just like fixes it?
That'd be really nice if we could.
We don't have that much space to work with, but what we really need is it just to be a. You can't do anything up besides like dropper passing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you send things up. Water channels?
Yeah, or like a hopper minecart.
That sounds awful.
That'd get a little complicated, huh?
More than I would be willing to put into it.
Oh, I just fell down. Well, I think it functions now, right?
Yeah, it seems to work.
Should we go figure out what items we're gonna put in here?
What do you mean?
Like we're not doing cobblestone, gravel.
I thought we
were.
Is that
what we are doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we picked items that'd be easy for us to get in mass quantity for them
true.
to.
Right, we did. So I will tell you when they came up. Not that it matters because we're going in, multiple order, and somebody's going to put them in an item frame. But when the things were bouncing, like the stone was bouncing up and down, and the gravel was bouncing up and down, it was really hard to tell them apart. Just like looking at 4 things bouncing.
That's a good point.
Granted, you're going to pick them up and then put them in an item frame, but I'm afraid if somebody comes walking over and doesn't have...
we could go look in PV and see. There's a free glass shop.
Or should we name that? Oh, glass might work. Colored glass. That would be easy for you to get. And people aren't going to have it. Because I'm also worried that the person who comes over here might have like gravel in their inventory. And they pick up the items as they bounce up, and they're like, oh, shit, I don't know what I actually grabbed.
No, when I run the lottery, I'm going to make sure I have an empty inventory. I have like a checklist.
Or we could name them.
Yeah.
So that they're like lottery item, so whatever, right. If you hover over, that they're going to have an MBT tag that's different.
Right. Let's go to Patronville and see if there's... I think there's free glass. I think there might be free wool, too. Let's just go see what's free. And that's just like unique.
I mean, anything's free that's not tied down. Oh, my God. So today it's raining here a little bit.
Yeah,
like not too bad, but it's raining. It's all I think it's the hurricane, remnants coming through. From Sally?
I don't know anything about Sally.
Sally, the hurricane that just hit that hit like Florida last week?
There was a hurricane in Florida last week?
Florida, like Mississippi and Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the category 2 just hit. I think we're just getting like remnants, like leftovers.
I forgot about that. Didn't
it was Tuesday.
The Gulf of Mexico get really fucked up and we just forgot about it?
You mean last year?
No, like recently, like this year. Like Category 4 hit Louisiana just a couple weeks ago.
No, I don't.
That happened. Yeah.
Oh no, it didn't hit Louisiana. It hit
Who did it hit?
it hit Florida.
Oh, did it hit?
But it went by. I think it was dropped to. I think it was a Cat 4 when it actually made landfall. But it went so fast that it was like. So the problem with the ones last year that really did, or like Katrina and stuff a couple of years ago that really did terrible things. Or not Katrina. What's the one that hit the Texas? Not Texas. A couple of years ago. Was it Katrina? No, that's New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Whatever one hit Texas 2 years ago or last year or whatever and destroyed a bunch of stuff down there. Part of its biggest problem is it was so slow moving, it just flooded the places because it was just torrential downpours for hours and hours. And I think the one that hit Florida, I think it did some damage, and there might have been some like.
You're talking about something different. What I'm talking about is a Category 4 hurricane that hit
Louisiana
Florida. And Southwest Louisiana and Texas on August 26th.
I thought it was Florida that it hit.
I'm looking at
Either way, I thought it went so fast and it degraded so quickly that it didn't do nearly as much damage as they thought. I'm not saying it didn't do
have
damage.
as much flooding as the ones like you're talking about where they just kind of parks there and dumps water. But no, all the pictures are just of flat areas where there used to be houses.
So yeah, maybe the media just the way they covered it made it so I didn't realize it was as bad.
I think that's what happened. That's what I'm actually talking about. Is we had this thing and lots of people were devastated and the government didn't do anything about it because we have Trump for president. And as far as I know, there's just people down there fucked still to this day.
Oh,
with no house.
I mean, when you say to this day, it's only been a couple weeks, but
yeah.
It is interesting how it's been a couple weeks,
right?
And yeah, I've not heard shit about that. Huh?
Yeah, I think it's wild. Like, I mean, kind of like there's really not that much talk about the fact that the whole fucking West Coast is ash now.
We actually have the smoke from that here.
Wow.
So the smoke has made it to D.C. and to New York City. Has been in the headlines probably because they're the major, cities around here. But
yeah,
I'm sure it's in North Carolina as well.
I haven't noticed it, but that's really my whole statement.
They've changed my way to Patronville.
See, I decided you weren't coming because I waited at the portal for a long time, and then you never.
Yeah, I stopped and it was like looking at something, but I wasn't even actually looking at anything. So I got to the place where the patron end portal goes off one direction, and then there's like a super ice highway.
So did you go down the green line?
I went down the line toward Patronville.
Okay, so that should have been the green line, and then whenever you get to the very end, you just turn left.
Turn left toward the patron end portal.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, maybe I went too far. It's because this does not look familiar. Well, while I'm trying to find all this stuff, what I was going to say is, with it raining and knowing that the roof in my son's room is still messed up and, we haven't been able to get it fixed yet, I was like, go in there and check and see how bad this is and try to get the bucket set up just in case it starts leaking in there again. And there was like a little bit of water on the ground from where it's leaking through. And I was like, okay, get the bucket stationed or whatever and kind of go downstairs. And like 20 minutes later, and mind you, it's not raining very hard. But it's raining like, constantly, but it's just not a lot of crazy rain. Like 20 minutes later, I'm downstairs. I'm getting ready to go get Jack, up for bed, and Julie goes upstairs, and she's just like, "You don't have the bucket in the right place. It's water's leaking around the bucket." And I was like, "Well, I don't. Okay, sorry. Like, put it where it needs to go then." And like 10 minutes, she's up there. She's just said the baby got up and was like downstairs with me as well, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, come on back down. I need to get Jack ready for bed. And she's like, he is not sleeping in this room. It is unsafe. And I was like, oh, come on. This is like ridiculous. Like little drips of water in this room are not going to be like, that big of a deal. So I'm getting all frustrated because I'm like, just because it's dripping water, I said, we are not having a community bed until like we can get this, this whole thing taken care of, because we don't know exactly when it's going to be until the roofers, are able to squeeze us into their schedule. But we're not having the whole family sleep in this one bed for like potentially weeks at this point because there's, a little bit of water dripping in here. she's getting all pissed off and yelling at me, telling me, "Oh, I'm serious. I'll get us a hotel instead." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on, dude?" I come upstairs, it is leaking like a fucking sieve into the room. It is just like constant pouring water, like I was not expecting by any means. Because 20 minutes prior to this, it was just like drip, drip, drip.
Huh.
Never has it been that bad. Somehow in the last 20 minutes, even the rain is not that insane. It is just like the ceiling decided it was opening up. It's had enough. And it's just like, I'm gonna have to empty like a construction bucket probably before I go to sleep to make sure it doesn't. Is if the rain goes all night, because it'll overflow it.
So what you're saying is just your son's in your bed.
Yes, he is. I laid down with him in his bed and like read him books until he fell asleep, and then I picked him up and walked him because the bed is not getting wet. Yeah. Like it's at the end of the bed, but like I also got a drape down in the bucket now, catching most of the water. But oh my god, there's so much water coming through there.
Crazy. Yeah, I have a leak up at the office, and I keep having to go up there and bail buckets. I have a feeling you're not coming.
I can't find it. I'm like,
it's literally one left turn. That's all it is.
I made the left turn,
and then you just go straight.
But then I got into Soccer's area, and it was scary.
How? You literally go straight until you end up into the.
Okay, so I left the Mindcrack build zone. I'm in the wild. Yeah. I followed the sign that says to Patronville.
You don't even have to follow a sign. You just literally turn left whenever you leave the Mindcrack build zone.
But that's not where the sign that to Patronville says.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't even know where signs are at. All I know is you go down the green line, you turn left, and then you're here. That's like literally the whole thing.
So right when I come out of the Mindcrack build zone,
you turn left.
But that's.
Did you go down the green line?
I don't know. I went down
go look and see. It's the wall shows you what line you're on. Look at the bottom part of the wall.
Oh no, it's red.
Well, you're on the wrong fucking line.
But this is the signs that say to Patronville.
I don't know anything about that, and maybe that way gets you here somehow. I don't know.
I think I just have to go straight farther, but it like something looks like it happened. There's even a sign that says "Forgot what this said." It's like literally what the sign says. So it looks like something's got like destroyed, and they tried to rebuild it. I'm coming back. So the red line in the main portal area has the sign that says to Patronville.
It might get you here somehow. I mean, I don't know.
Patronville, that tech dude. That's what it says. Green line. Doesn't even say anything about us. Or says us, I mean. It doesn't say anything about Patronville. Coming.
It'll get you here. It'll get
you here. Okay. Man, there's ominous sounds in here. Okay, so I went here, and now I turned left.
Yeah.
Where there's still not even a sign that says anything about Patronville. It's like Portal to Ink Farm is what I'm going toward.
If you don't get here, I'm disowning you.
I did exactly what you said this time. Mm-hmm. No reason I shouldn't get there because I literally followed your instructions.
Yeah, I agree. You really should be. You should get here just fine.
You said follow the blue line.
God damn it! No, I didn't.
And you just keep going left.
Just keep going straight.
Or straight, I mean.
Yes.
I'm just keep going left.
Just keep turning. Every turn you come to, just turn again.
Hey, look.
You made it.
How hard was that? Come on.
Right. It's so difficult.
I like how you went the way that has a zero signage toward this, and it's the only way I can make it there. But the ones with following all the signs that are supposed to direct me, I got nothing.
I mean, I thought there were signs that took you here for what's worth. So there's a free glass shop and a free wool shop. What do you think will be better, glass or wool?
Glass will look a lot nicer. There's no question about that.
You think so? Like as an item on the ground?
Well, we can get both if they're free. Let's get both, and I should have emptied my inventory.
So yeah, that's a good point. Man, bringing the shulker would have been real smart, honestly.
Is there a free shulker thing here?
That I don't think there is.
So I have a shulker shell in my. Is there an ender chest around here?
Yeah, there's one over
here. I doubt I do, but just in case.
I do not.
Well, here's an ender chest, and I have an iron chest plate and some paper and some gunpowder. Apparently,
It's good stuff. Um, let's see here. I can turn this redstone into redstone blocks.
I guess we can put it in the ender chest.
Yeah, my ender chest is full.
Oh, mine's not. So what do we want? What? How many prizes did we say? 9.
Yes.
But we would want. So we need 9 different wools. Any specific colors we want?
Not really. Ones that stand out from each other. I'd like to get 4 stacks of each though, so that we can just go ahead and fill.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yellow, orange.
Are you getting wool or glass?
Yeah, I'm getting wool.
And there was a couple that are low on, so I guess we just could skip those. So you got 4 stacks of
Red is low. 4 stacks of yellow and orange so far. Pink, there's plenty. So we got 4 stacks of pink. Magenta looks too much like pink. Purple.
I'll grab 4 stacks of blue.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors with you in the blue.
Okay, I'll grab 4 stacks of lime green. That's 6.
Okay.
Brown's not like anything else, right?
Yeah, brown's not like anything else.
There, I got 4 stacks of brown.
7. We could do white and gray, dark gray.
Sure.
Oh, we don't. There's not much white. How about we do light gray and dark gray, or light gray and black, maybe?
No, there's only 3 stacks of black.
Yeah, I guess light gray and dark gray. They look different enough.
Well, did we get any blue at all?
You got a blue.
Oh yeah. What about cyan? Cyan doesn't look. So what about light gray and cyan, or dark gray and cyan? Either way.
I kind of like the dark gray.
Okay, dark gray and cyan. I got fucking hiccups and I hate it.
Okay, so let me get the light gray put back then.
So I have 4 colors. You have 5.
I just put stone in this chest on accident. Hold on, let me get that out of here. There we go. Oh shit! Go on.
It's the third time today I've had hiccups too. It's awful.
Okay, so you got the cyan, or I need to get the cyan?
I got cyan. So I got 4 colors. You have 5 colors?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Okay.
All right. In the ender chest.
Should
we get? Are we gonna do that, or are we gonna stake some glass too, just to see what we prefer?
Let's just throw some on the ground and compare, I guess. Glass shop's over here somewhere.
Ow! I jumped onto a rose bush. Fucking.
Shut up.
And so when people hiccups like super hard, sometimes it sounds fake because it's so like
Right.
so ridiculous.
God, every time I get hiccups, I think about your fucking story.
I'm glad that had such an impact.
I hate it.
Still remember the first time I told you that story, man, and just your face at the end.
It was awful.
You know, it's so funny too because what made that like 10 times better was the fact that it literally was the last shift I ever worked in the emergency department.
Yeah, you couldn't even find out later.
Well, I've now since worked in the emergency department again.
Oh.
Because I went from the emergency department, I moved to the ICU, and then I went to informatics for a while. But like 3 years later, I went and picked back up bedside nursing and was doing a cross between ICU and emergency. So it's less fun to be like, and that was the last time I ever was in that emergency department.
All right, so what's the color we have? We have blue. Find the blue.
I mean, the walls are the color. Good.
Yeah, well, not all of them. Well, I guess maybe
Are they not?
Here's
Here's light blue.
Yeah.
Here's cyan, and there's blue.
Okay, so compare that and that. Which one do you think looks better?
They both look good, just in their own way. I guess part of this is gonna be we're gonna have a big crowd, right? So I mean, that's the expectation.
Well, big crowd. We'll probably have 3 people.
Throw a couple more colors in the mix down there too. I just want to
Oh, well, I guess I can leave that one.
like even all together. I'm just trying to see how. The wool is definitely more prominent.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it would be, honestly. Also, if we accidentally place wool, we can just break it and pick it up. Whereas if we accidentally place
That's
glass,
true. That is true. We'd have to come back and get more. Yeah, I'll stick with the wool.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold my breath. Actually, what time is it? All right, let's just end this episode here so I can just get rid of these hiccups.
Okay.
And we'll load everything up, and we'll see you guys next time. Fuck.
See ya.
Bye.